Cancerians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for November 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I will also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Cancerians, this is your monthly reading for November. I'm doing this reading on the 5th of November, so I will take a peek all the way into the 5th of December for you as well. I do apologize, the readings are a little bit late, but as I've been telling you, I've been a little bit unwell, so everything's a little bit behind, but I will get back on track, okay? So let us see what is coming in for you. Now, Scorpio season is all about transforming the areas of our lives where we have been feeling stuck, okay? So November can bring a real disruptive and destructive energy, inviting us to revamp, reinvent, and reimagine ourselves, our goals, our relationships, and our day-to-day, okay? So if you've been feeling stuck, you're not going out and having fun, perhaps you may find there is a different sort of energy that you are going to embrace in the month of November, where you start to put yourself out there, say yes to those invitations that are coming in, and if there's no invitations, then you may be looking at things that you really enjoy doing in order to sort of shake the energy up. So I do apologize, a little bit of water here. I'm just gonna scooch that over, and these cards are like my babies. I don't want them to get ruined with water. So also just to let you know, expect heightened emotions. Yes, my beautiful Cancerians, you can feel a little bit more sensitive than usual at this time. You may feel an overwhelming desire to deepen the connections with the people who are already in your life. You're such a devoted sign, my beautiful Cancerians, to the people that you really care about, but you may feel extra sort of protective over them as we move through the month, or extra loving and caring. Things just seem to be going a little bit better in your life, okay, because of the time period that we're in. Now also, eclipse season can bring sudden changes, and it's the best time to manifest with this particular eclipse, because it is a full lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus. It's on the 8th of November, and Taurus is all about value. It is a sign associated with your self-worth, with finances, cash, property, debts, bills that need to be paid, things like that. And it asks you to look at areas in your life where you feel like you are selling yourself short, and it actually readdresses the balance. Normally, eclipses can bring a very bumpy, chaotic, and very uncertain energy. But, as it's in the sign of Taurus, and we do have Jupiter going direct at the end of the month, it does mean it is a much more positive energy for us all to embrace, okay? But, of course, there's always good, there's always bad. That's life. There's always ups and downs. We do have, this eclipse taking place near the planet of radical change, Uranus. So expect turnarounds or U-turns in world events, for example. This could be governmental policies and things like that. It is a time for people going back on their word. I mean, those sort of things, they're probably not something that is surprising. We've come to expect things like that around our world, but it can bring sudden changes. So this period, there may be some sort of radical shifts in the world. Also, there is good news, because Jupiter saves the day from the 23rd or 24th of November, depending on where you are in the world at the moment. we see Jupiter going direct, okay, which brings better luck to us all, benevolent energy and prosperity. It also coincides with the new moon in Sagittarius. So if you're in need of a little bit more excitement in your life, a little bit more adventure, it's definitely the time to welcome the fun into your life, okay? Now for you in particular, my beautiful Cancerians, your 11th house of friendships, social circles, getting out there, enjoying yourself a little bit more is also starred for you. Also, the 11th house connects to hopes and wishes, the things that you've been dreaming to life, the goals that you are trying to achieve. So you will see some sort of accomplishment or a climax in your day-to-day. Also, it connects to the internet. So some of you may be spending long periods of time on the internet. Some of you may be setting up online businesses, or you've been already an entrepreneur setting up those things. You're already in the flow. You may have a windfall or some sort of positive news that comes your way regarding your online dealings, shall we say. Also the 10th house, the 6th house, not the 10th house, the 6th house is also starred for you, which is all about daily routine, where you feel like you belong, the sort of schedules that you've built, the work that you do, or your health, your duties. So it may feel a little bit sort of humdrum and boring towards the end of the month because you have to get real and, sort out the day-to-day stuff, the stuff that we tend to be in a repetitive cycle with, okay? So your first card here is the Hierophant. It says the Pope here, but it's the Hierophant. And this is about having faith. Some of you, you may be connecting a little bit more to spirituality this month, connecting to source, praying, those sort of things. Whether you believe or not in a religion, my readings are not about religion. This is more about, you finding solace and sanctuary in your belief system, okay? So I definitely get this energy of you having faith in yourself, some sort of new start or some sort of shift in the plan that you've got, because we've got the Queen of Pentacles here, which is someone who is very focus on the home space, making sure there's enough money, making sure that your home is your sanctuary, but you're doing something new to it because we've got the Fool card here. So some of you may even think about relocating or shifting some sort of area of your home space. Now, Cancerians, your home is your absolute sanctuary, okay? So you do not decide to move readily. It's something you will have thought about for a while. But this could also be that there's something new in your working life that you have to embrace. Have faith. It will actually be a positive shift that brings a lot more sort of finances and money. I mean, the Nine of Pentacles indicates you're going to be financially sort of independent. There's going to be a little bit more money to save this month, something that you've worked really hard for. So you will see that even though you've been going through a difficult time, perhaps financially, or you've been really saving your pennies here, saving your coins, your dollars, whatever currency that you save in, there's definitely an energy here of you cutting back in some areas of your life and actually having more money to show for it at the end of the month. And it's actually, I feel like you're cutting out things that are just not necessary, okay? Now, the Hierophant is also a card of learning. So I feel some of you may be learning or taking on new skills or learning more about your craft, whatever it is you do. Some of you may be just, connecting to videos online in order to inform yourself about something that will really help your path, whether it's a spiritual path. Some of you may be setting up a spiritual business, for example, something from home, because the Queen of Pentacles is about the home space. And of course, you have that influence from the 11th house, which is about the internet. So some of you may be setting up a second stream of income, or you have a second stream of income, and you may be making changes to the way that you work. If you work for a company, for example, I definitely see people in positions of power noticing what you do and appreciating what you do. And I see some sort of bonus coming on in here that will actually surprise you. Now, this could be a bonus of a promotion or a raise. I mean, there is more money available because we're going from an 8 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles. So there may be a little bit more financial package available to you. It can mean that you are suddenly given a new title at your workspace and you're giving a little bit more money. I don't feel like it's a whole lot, I'm going to be honest with you, but I do feel like there's a little bit extra. Could it even be that you get like a tax rebate or something like that? There's just some extra finances winging its way to you this month, okay? Also with the Hierophant card, this is an indication that perhaps you're getting some sort of advice in your world. Now this could be friends giving you advice, or you being the bringer of good advice. I would say watch out for a friend. I feel like there's someone who's going to reach out to you because they're actually, someone may reach out to you for advice, and I feel like you are someone they consider a mentor, or someone who is sort of mature enough and had experience enough to give them really good advice. Plus you're honest, you're open, and you're loving and caring, and you would deliver that advice in a way that is honest and true, but at the same time straight to the point. Okay. But there's also like a loving tinge on it as well. They're showing me in the water an interesting thing. I've not seen this before. It's a teapot, it seems, that is shaped like a house. And because we're dealing with your sixth house, which is all about the home life and tea. What they're giving me in the energy is that the teapot. Okay, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. The teapot is symbolic of friendships and treasured moments of solitude. So perhaps it's to find the balance between, if you find that you're the linchpin for everybody, your social groups, or even at work, if you feel like people are always reaching out to you, needing something from you, that's wonderful, of course, because you're always there for them. But at the same time, it's like, take a step back, protect your energy, make sure you're not always giving, okay? Make sure there's some energy for you. Also, I'm getting this energy of you're being protected as you grow and change or make some sort of changes. Okay, so have faith that you're not alone during difficult times. Also, they're giving me the teapot as a symbol, a vessel of comfort. So it's like living a life that is comfortable. Now this could be a good thing and a bad thing, of course. If we're comfortable, it's important that we've got enough resources to protect our family and be comfortable, of course. But if we get too comfortable, sometimes we can be a homebody and we can miss out on a whole lot of life that goes on outside. So I feel like it's about finding that balance. So, it could be a symbol. You could be walking down the street next week, my beautiful Cancerians, and see a teapot that is in the shape of a house. And you're like, whoa, that's really unique and weird. But that's a symbol that there's actually more prosperity headed your way. And I also feel like friendships are going to deepen. Okay, you're going to deepen your connections. They're going to show more devotion to you over the next 4 to 5 weeks as well. Okay. But the teapot, watch out for that. Some of you may actually have a teapot that is shaped as a house, and it may have been something that was gifted to you or granted to you in some sort of inheritance, is what they're showing me. If that's the case, they want you to know whoever's attached to that, they walk by your side. They want to say hello, that they are around you and that they love you, okay? So I'm just going to leave that there because I feel like that could be very precise. But watch out in the next 4 to 5 weeks. A teapot in the shape of a house. You may even dream of it, but I just get it being a symbol of building a life of comfort and having good friends around you as well. Now we've got the Fool card. So right now you're trying to do something new. Now this could be that you're trying out a new hairstyle. It could be that you're trying out, excuse me, new groups of people, perhaps a hobby, or you're deciding to learn how to set up your own company. The Fool card indicates you are ready for new adventure. You are ready for something totally different. And, it takes you a long time to get to that point, my beautiful Cancerians, because I'm a Scorpio as well. So I understand that need for routine. You like to know where you're at, but at the same time, sometimes you feel like you need change, okay? And the Fool card is also a card of having faith that the universe has your back. But I feel like either you're launching a business from home or you're deciding to launch something new, perhaps in business. The Queen of Pentacles is like, you've got a plan, okay? You're someone who is down to earth. Your plans are grounded, and you're very committed to sort of accomplishing your goals, and you work hard diligently, and you will sort of overcome any challenges, and you will accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. But the Fool card says something needs change. You're looking for a new adventure. You may have felt like you've reached a certain potential in your working environment, and you're looking for something new and exciting, or maybe you're just feeling a little bit curious to see what else is about, to see if you can, raise your finances. So some of you may be looking at other opportunities to bring in more money, okay? Because the Queen of Pentacles, she's someone who's very resourceful, okay? She uses the amount of money she's got. She makes a little go a long way and then manages to save the rest. Some of you may be deciding to relocate or buy a home, so you may be saving for that. Because the Four of Pentacles there is saving. You're saving for something perhaps that you've had difficulty trying to afford. I definitely see you being able to afford that as you move throughout the month and beyond into December, okay? Some of you may be saving for festivities, or, saving for a rainy day, for example. Whatever it is, I feel like you're going to accomplish that. The Fool card also indicates that you have a lot of potential. So whether you're beginning a new plan or a new job, or you are suddenly deciding to take yourself off on a new adventure, this is an indication. Take the first step and the universe will take 100 steps towards you. Normally they say 10. I think the sentence is 10, but my guys just said 100 steps towards you. So I feel like you're due a change, okay? This is like taking the journey, trusting that the universe has got your back. And, some of you may be wanting to learn new skills. I'm keep coming back to this energy of learning new skills, being curious. So some of you may put yourself on a course of learning in the month ahead or in the next 4 to 5 weeks. I mean, it could be anything. It could be a hobby. It could be something to enhance your skills or your money-making opportunities. But I definitely see you sort of launching something that perhaps you've been thinking about for a while, and suddenly you're just doing it, and it's wonderful, okay? Queen of Pentacles, being very, sort of reserved with your spending. Also, I just get this energy of you being the queen of abundance or the king of abundance. This is like male or female. It's not a gender specific reading. This is about attracting wealth or harnessing your finances. It is also a card of comfort. So it's interesting that we got that teapot that came up there. So I feel like you are sort of learning new ways to protect your finances, perhaps. Maybe you're going to shuffle your finances around, make sure that they're in establishments that you trust and it's secure, and that they're not linked to each other should there ever be some sort of financial wobble or anything like that economically. The Queen of Pentacles is to protect the home space, protect what you've got already, what you've made, and to show your capabilities, your hardworking capabilities, in order to sort of boss up. Now, because of that internet connection with the 11th house, I really get a strong sense that some of you are trying to set up a side hustle, or even think about a side hustle where you could bring more finances in. So some of you may be exploring that avenue as you move throughout the month. They're showing me that you're very talented, you're very gifted, and you actually have a lot of potential to set up in a lot of areas. So you may not just be someone who is great at catering, for example. If you're running a catering business, you may be someone who is also very artistic, can make jewelry, or someone who is wanting to sort of explore your spiritual gifts and set up a business where you either use divining techniques like tarot, or some of you may go into like meditation or massage. There's just this energy of you exploring your spiritual gifts and enjoying it. And you're like, well, if I'm enjoying this, why don't I make it my business? Why don't I make it something that I could share with other people and be fairly recompensed financially? So I feel like this is ideas. I feel like there's lots of ideas been thrown in the mix yet, and some of them you may not have decided upon, but they're ideas that are bubbling up, and I feel like you're going to hit the ground running with at least one of them that's going to be very, very financially rewarding, okay? Some of you may be deciding that you've hit a plateau or a glass ceiling in your working environment. With the Fool card, it's like there's a need for a bit more excitement or a little bit more fun, or to stretch your sort of prowess, to show what you're capable of, show your true potential. But with the Queen of Pentacles, you've reached a certain sort of status at your work, and you may be wanting to go up to the next step, looking for a raise or promotion. And if you feel like that's not available where you're at, some of you may be very curious about looking at alternative working practices or moving jobs completely. So I feel like you're putting the feelers out at this time, okay? Now also we've got the Justice card. and it's in the resistance position. So you may have found that things have been a little bit out of balance in your life, and I feel like there may be a decision here that you've got to make that you found it difficult. You're in a period of indecision. You're trying to make a decision about something. Now this could be Herald of Wands. Herald of Wands is, sorry, there's something in my eye. The Herald of Wands is it's the equivalent of like the messenger of fire. It's like there's good news. You're determined for a new adventure. You are very passionate. You have really wonderful ideas. Trust in your visions. There may be something creative that you want to do, but you feel you've not had time for it. You may feel that you've been multitasking. I feel the Justice card is about making adjustments to have more time to connect to the things that you love doing. Okay, to find that balance. Also, the Justice card in this position, especially because, I mean, look, you got the Six of Pentacles there as well, which is all about, I thought it was the Four of Pentacles, but it's the Six of Pentacles, so I do apologize there. It's about finding balance, but I definitely, Six of Pentacles is also about saving and the universe giving you extra as a resource that you were not expecting. So I definitely get this energy of you being gifted by the universe financially this month in order to help you out in some way. I mean, it could be a care package if you're struggling. It could also be a bonus or a raise that you were not expecting, because the Tower energy tells me that it's a surprise. You may have felt stuck, or you've hit an area in your life where you feel it's immovable, but suddenly there's change, okay? Now, I would say in this position, all three cards here, this is telling me that you're really bored with having to be the person who is always there for people and they're never there for you. Or you're always putting all the energy into your work, and you know other people who are not working as hard as you are getting the same benefits, or if not more. Okay, so I feel like there's been some sort of unfairness playing out in your life at the moment, and there's definitely a rebalance of that, because this month, you know, that full lunar eclipse in Taurus asks us, are we selling ourselves short in any area of our life? Okay, and as you can see, the Justice card is like there has been some situation where people have tried to take advantage. For example, Six of Pentacles is a card of one-sidedness, or meeting selfish people, or struggling with situations where you always feel like you're the one giving all the energy or all the resources or all the attention. And it's like, when do I get something back? When is it my turn to receive benevolent energy, abundance? When is it my turn to receive sort of reward for all the effort that I'm putting in? Because I get the sense that you're a really good person. You lead with integrity. The Herald of Wands in this position indicates, you know, you've been giving too much of yourself, and you may have felt a little bit less energy than usual. It may make you feel out of sync with yourself, or you're just bored of having to deal with immature situations and immature people, okay? I mean, this could even be in your home life. For example, if you're always the one who comes home from work, my beautiful Cancerians, and you see that all the dishes are all over the place, and you know no one's done the dishes, and you're like, oh, come on, guys. I'm working really hard, and now I got to come home and pick up after you as well. So there could be something there in this month where you're like readdressing the balance. It's almost like you're restructuring. You're saying, hey, I'll be home about 6 p.m. So if you want, make sure you got the dishes done, and then I will cook dinner. It's almost like an incentive to make adjustments, and there's reward. So I feel like there's this energy of you trying to find balance with the people that you live with or care for or work with. I feel like it's like an exchange. It's like, okay, great, I will help you with that project, but first I've got to do my project, and when I've got time, I will actually connect to yours. But if I don't have time, then, you know, it's important to realize that I've got to finish my own project first. I'll help you with the next one. Okay, so it's almost like you're not 100% saying no and shutting down and creating bad energy or defensiveness. You're actually saying no in a really careful but succinct way that says, I'm actually taking care of me first, and then I will reciprocate the energy when I've got a moment. Also, the Justice card in this position can mean that someone has been unfair or dishonest to you recently. They've told you a little white lie. It can mean that someone has been a bit selfish. trying to take up all your time. They're monopolizing your time, or they've been like an energy vampire. Let's put it that way. Okay. I feel like you're readjusting the balance in the month of November. You're getting rid of whoever this person or this situation is. And I feel like you're cutting out things that are not reciprocal or anything that is self-serving. If you're meeting people who are just self-serving, I feel like you're readdressing the balance and saying, no, you cannot take advantage of my kindness. You know, there's going to be a point where I get to that enough is enough. And I feel like you've reached that point in some area of your life and you're finding the balance that is important for you. Six of Pentacles also indicates you may have felt that you've been going through a very unlucky time, or you've been struggling with something, trying to find a solution on something. The universe is bringing an opportunity to find that solution and have a win-win situation. Some of you may have been going through legalities, or dealing with the law in some way. I feel like there is a fair outcome here because not only do you have the Justice card, but you have the Six of Pentacles, and the Herald of Wands indicates there is good news, but it will be a fair outcome. Okay, so it's not going to fully go 100% in your favor. It will be a fair outcome, which I feel is warranted in this situation. You may, for example, if you're going through a court case and you're looking for some sort of financial package as a recompense, I feel like it will be a little bit more than you expected, and it is fair. But if you were expecting like loads more, then I feel, it's not that you'll be disappointed. I feel like you will look at it and go, you know what? Okay, that's fair. That's a bit more than I was, than was necessary. It is fair. Okay. And I'm also getting this energy of someone coming out and telling you the truth about something. Now this, I'm going to pull a card on that because I get this energy of someone confiding in you, and I'm getting this energy that someone is going to confide in you that they're pregnant. So this could be someone that's at work, it could be someone who's your friend, it could be the Judgment card, Queen of Wands, and the Six of Cups. Okay, now this could be someone that you have lost touch with or you haven't seen for a while. This person's going to give you this news because we got the Six of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and we've got the Judgment card here. So this is someone who I feel they're at a self-evaluation period. They've decided it's time. They want to settle down. So they may actually, I just get this energy, they're going to tell you they're pregnant. They may even be reconnecting to someone from their past, going back to an ex or something like that. So it may be shocking news. Let's put it that way. So I feel like, although we got the Judgment card there, I feel like you're not really judging this person. I feel like as long as they're happy, you're happy. Okay, so watch out for that news that comes your way. Now, if there is an ex, nobody likes to hear this. Well, some people do want to connect to their ex, but I'm just picking up with the Judgment card. This is a card of second chances, okay? And the Queen of Wands, someone finds you very, very attractive. You are magnetic. They're actually showing me a compass in the water right now. Okay, compass. So the compass, this compass that they're showing me, it's actually going crazy. It's like erratically going round, 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 almost like it's lost direction or it cannot find the way. Now, the only time that happens to a compass is when there is a very strong magnetic force. And you've actually got the Queen of Wands, which is a strong magnetic force, which is you, my beautiful Cancerians. Even though this is a Leo card, this embodies your energy for the month. So I feel like you are strongly magnetic, and there's a spring in your step. I feel this energy of confidence. So I feel like there's this energy here of erratic. It's almost like there's someone from your past who finds you very attractive and they lose their SHIT when they're with you. They feel not confident next to you. They stutter. They feel overwhelmed in their energy. They do have feelings for you, but it never seems to go anywhere. It seems to go round and round circles because this person feels like they're not enough or something like that. This person wants to reunite with you. So expect a message from someone from your past that is thinking about you. I am getting that as an ex. Sometimes, I mean, the Six of Cups is a return energy or a reuniting energy, but it reminds you not to live in the past, because to live in the past is to miss the present moment and not see things as they truly are. We cannot look to the past for rose-tinted glasses. We must be honest with ourselves in this moment and see things as they truly are, okay? Now, the Six of Cups can also be that someone, a friend from your past, reaches out, they remember you, they want to reunite with you. The Judgment card is a card of them sort of coming back into your world. It's like a resurgence or a reconciliation. They haven't seen you for a while. So it doesn't have to be an ex, but I am getting strong ex vibes. Okay, so I would watch out for that, of course. The Judgment card can be a card of wondering whether you should close this path. So even if it's a friend, it can be that, you know, this person may have been someone who was not 100% honest, or who is a bit selfish, you know, and you've struggled with this person's selfishness, and you've always been there for them, but you're looking at things like, you know what, do they really have a place in my world anymore? Because I feel like you're spiritually evolving. You've done a lot of spiritual development. So I feel like you're having the confidence to shut the door on this situation if it is not a positive experience in your life, okay? Now, the Herald of Wands indicates really good news headed your way. Okay, after a period of feeling that things have plateaued or things have been stagnant, there's definitely an energy here of you finding a solution, finding that energy, and some really good news giving you a spring in your step. Okay. Now, the Herald of Wands can also connect to being an entrepreneur. So if you've been trying to set up your own business or go out on your own, go solo in some area of your life, there's definitely an energy here of you embracing inspiration and launching something new, okay, that will actually bring you a lot of finances. But the Herald of Wands is reconnecting to your passion. So if you felt your libido has been a little bit low for a while, there's definitely a resurgence of that as well. But this card sort of really indicates innovation, independent creative action, being headstrong, being unstoppable in your desires. So whether that is you wanting to start a new project, or whether that's you sort of desiring to get out there and meet a connection, a spark between you and someone new, like passion, chemistry, then there's definitely an opportunity for you to make adjustments in your world and connect to the things that you're hoping for and accomplish them. Okay, I mean, you got the Justice card sort of twice here. So this is what's against you in the month. You know, something is out of balance. Something is not playing out in your life that brings happiness and harmony. And the Justice card indicates you make the adjustments, you come unstuck. There's more fun in your life, you're connecting to people on a deeper level, and there are more finances. The thing that you've been waiting for, because you've got the Hangman twice here, the thing that you've been waiting for, you're actually looking at it from a new perspective, and suddenly you know what to do. And suddenly things that were difficult don't seem as difficult anymore. The Hangman energy indicates relax, don't fret, see things from a new perspective. You'll know when the right time is to act on something, okay? Now, the outcome energy, we've got the Tower. And remember, a tower does not mean a negative force. Okay, this can be a sudden liberation from being stuck, because it comes after the Devil card. Devil card is a card of being stuck in something that we feel helpless to change. So the Tower is sort of revelation. Suddenly you know what to do. Suddenly the truth appears. Suddenly, it's like cause and effect. Suddenly you take a step towards a different direction. With that Fool card, you're doing something differently, something new. You're curious about a new avenue in your life. And the Tower said suddenly you become unstuck. Because the Tower is like a prison. You go round and round in circles. And sometimes we can feel complacent in the areas that we've built as security in our life. So if you're always a homebody, for example, and you're missing out on fun and things outside the home space, connecting to people, going to events and things like that, I definitely see a liberation, a sudden curiosity to get out there and, connect to new things, new energy, and, I get this energy of everything being alive, okay? But as you can see, we've got those two figures taking a leap of faith. Normally, the Tower is struck by lightning, by the universe, because it means something has become so uncomfortable in your world that it has to change. There must be change. And the universe, if you choose not to change something, the universe comes along to nudge you off the fence. The Justice card is like trying to weigh something up. Remember, if you don't take control of areas in your own life, then you become part of someone else's story. They actually take control of you. Okay, so it's important to remember you need to have control over the things that are going on in your life, because if you do not, then suddenly it starts controlling you. Okay, so I definitely get this energy of you liberating yourself from that level of control, or liberating yourself from feeling stuck. I'm going to pull a card on the Tower energy, because the Eight of Pentacles with the Tower and the Justice, it's like you may have felt really bored and in a repetitive cycle where you just feel like you're on repeat, you're in routine. And whilst that does feel safe and secure, it also makes you feel a little bit stagnant and like, is this it? It's just the same old thing, just a different day. What am I really working towards? The Justice card is like, be honest with yourself, readdress the balance, find time for fun, find time to enjoy yourself, open yourself up to new skills, take a leap of faith. You know, extend your boundaries, explore new territory, go into uncharted territory. I really feel like the Eight of Pentacles is like everything you're working really hard towards, you know, you're protecting that, but it's becoming a bit of a habit. And the Tower is like, come out of your comfort zone, explore other avenues, because there is liberation and excitement on the other side. Okay, now I'm going to pull a quick card on that. The Eight of Pentacles does mean that you may be reserving your finances, you know, saving a little bit, you know, being resourceful. And it's also about being aware of your accomplishments, celebrating the things and the goals that you've already achieved and reached before you move on to the next. It does mean you're going to be working really hard, of course, but you may change your working practices. Eight of Pentacles could also be, you know, you sort of going through a real period of self-development, and the Tower is like a sudden realization where you've been stuck, where you've been allowing yourself to sell yourself short in your life, where you feel people have been taking advantage of you. It can be a sudden realization as you go through this personal development of how to readdress the balance and make things right so that you are feeling a little bit better about yourself and the things that you're connecting to. Now, I would also say that there is definitely someone telling you a secret or something they've been keeping from you. It's going to shock you. Okay, so I feel like it's connected to pregnancy, but let's see. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? I'm only choosing the uprights in this deck, just so you're aware. Queen of Cups, that's you, my beautiful Cancerians. You know, needing to connect to self-care, self-development. 10 of Pentacles, more finances headed your way. You're going to be shocked. I mean, the Tower is not the Tower is not an evil energy and not a bad energy. It's actually a regeneration energy. It breaks down the walls to everything that's just not working in your life in order to rebuild better, stronger. Queen of Cups says you put your whole heart and soul into everything that you do. You have a lot of love for everybody. You're very sort of intuitive. You're very nurturing. Okay, and the Queen of Cups can be like you've been giving a lot of yourself to people, so make sure you have time for self-care. Okay, because the Queen of Cups is the queen of self-care, or being extra sensitive. I mean, I feel intuitively you know that there are changes going on, but the Ten of Pentacles, I feel like there's more money available to you. This is a card of like suddenly, for example, you may be left an inheritance, or suddenly you may decide to retire. You know, I feel like there's something sudden about the end of November that brings a lot more prosperity, a lot more peace of mind. And loyalty. There's something here as well where someone shows you their loyalty, shows you their devotion. We do have the Four of Swords here, which is a solitary energy. So it's like, take a step back. You've been doing a lot and giving a lot of yourself. Make time for meditation. It allows you to make your mind clear. Okay. This is also getting closure on things that have not caused you peace of mind. It's a withdrawal. It's getting better sleep. It's also a card of reflection. So it's like, reflect on the things that you need to in order to make more money, but also don't sort of break your back trying to connect to those things. There will always be enough when you need it. So I feel it's an important message to have self-care. If you've been working extra hard, of course that's important too, but make sure you find the balance between the two, of course, as well. Also, I feel like there's someone here who has feelings for you. That just keeps coming back, just keeps coming back. Someone here who has feelings for you. And I feel like this person is going to tell you how they feel, and it will surprise you. This person, they may be good. They may be someone who was connected to somebody else, but they're going through a divorce. Okay, because I get this energy of them being loyal to you. But they may, with the tower there, if they were connected to someone, they may be going through a divorce. And they're leaving that behind. Make sure that they, of course, close that door to the past and do some processing before you connect to that too soon. Now, for those Cancerians who are out there who are going through a divorce themselves already, I feel like, you know, there will be a fair recompense from this. And I feel like you will be focusing on your own needs. I feel like you're going to take the time to process this before you reach out and connect to new love. But I do feel like you're going to enjoy that liberating energy. I feel like you're going to embrace your singledom, and you're going to live a life of luxury, or build a life of luxury, and enjoy solo pleasures. I feel like you're going to enjoy your freedom. Okay, I really feel like there's a good life sort of headed your way after, you know, you being fraught with going through the divorce. If you're already connected to someone, you're married to someone, I do not feel like you're going to have a divorce. This is if you've already come to the reading and you've been going through a divorce. I see it being finalized. I see you being able to move on from it, and you're really excited to start the new chapter of your life. Okay, Hanged Human. We've got an energy of seeing things from a new perspective, looking at all the sacrifices you make for other people and readdressing the balance. Okay, the Hangman is a card of reminding you to relax, kick back, see things from a different viewpoint in order to have spiritual growth, to bring wisdom. Okay, this is a card also of sorry, I'm just picking up this energy here. It's like flipping your perspective to see things anew. It brings new flow into your life. Letting go, taking advantage of the positives in your life that lead you to something better. I really feel also taking a step back will bring new knowledge into your life. Putting things on pause. You don't have to rush into things, okay? The Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence. So I definitely see some of you wanting to set up your own business, or I get this energy of being financially independent, building a life of luxury. And as you move into November, as you move into December, I get this energy of there being more money available to you. Okay, Nine of Pentacles also indicates that you're being discerning about the way you use your finances, making sure you save a majority as much as possible and then giving out the rest. So I definitely see you finding good deals, shall we say. That came up in Sagittarius reading. Finding good deals, you know, seeing a product that you have your eye on and finding it like at half off or a certain percentage off. So I definitely see the November into December, you're finding that everything you want is coming down in price in a way. It's like you wait a little bit and it comes down in price, and then you bag a deal. So I definitely see that happening for you as well. Now, as I touch this card, they're showing me a spider in the water. Spiders tend to be about good luck, obtaining your dreams, bringing prosperity and abundance your way. So some of you may literally be looking at a spider as you're listening to this reading, or you can see one. Or because they're showing me a spider and its web. Normally they just show me the spider on its own, but they're showing me the spider and its web. So I feel like the things that you're connecting yourself to at the moment, you're attracting more wealth or more benevolent energy, more luck. So I feel like you're in the flow in November into December. Excuse me. And again, we've got the Hangman. So I get this energy of two hangmans. There's something you've been waiting for. Brings financial reward, but also brings investment in you. So some of you may be taking a step back to really reevaluate your life and do major personal development. But I get this energy of something you've been waiting for a while. The universe is bestowing goodness on you. There's good news. So let me just get 3 more cards just to clarify the energy. The Tower is happening again. Knight of Swords. Okay. So the Tower with the Artist and the Knight of Swords is like suddenly you're having an epiphany. You're seeing things as they truly are, and you're taking action. Okay. So it can mean major change, allows you to live the dream lifestyle that you're hoping for. And the Knight of Swords is the knight that, you know, is bold enough to find their voice and go after the thing that they want to accomplish and cut through all of the BS and gets what they want, and then is on to the next goal. So I definitely get this energy of you with the Tower, releasing yourself from being stuck, visualizing what you truly want, finding security. As you can see, we got the tree there. And that's about building roots and finding whether it's financial security or, you know, some of you may be trying to buy a home. And the Knight of Swords is taking action. I mean, I'm also getting an energy here as well. Like, don't bury your head in the clouds, or, you know, don't bury your head in the sand or have your head in the clouds. See things as they truly are. Otherwise, you could, you know, have a bit of a shock. So I get this energy of you being realistic and honest with yourself as well. I definitely get this energy of someone telling you a secret. It keeps coming out. Someone telling you a secret, but I feel intuitively it's something you already know. Okay. And as I'm putting these cards back, watch out. In the next 4 to 5 weeks, a stranger is going to give you a compliment. Okay, a stranger is going to give you a compliment, is what they're showing me. They're pointing to, okay, they're showing me a very ornate mirror in the water. So I mean, this could be a compliment about your looks or the way you look aesthetically. They're giving you a compliment. They're showing me a very ornate mirror. Now, mirrors tend to reflect the truth as well. So could be some sort of premonition of the future or wisdom, wealth. Mirrors also are spiritual reflections of growth. So I feel like a mirror is important for some reason. I mean, this could be like, okay, now this is not going to resonate for everyone, but it's coming through very strongly right now, so I have to give it to somebody, okay? If you're in a restaurant or a cafe or something like that, there's a mirror in front of you. Look in the mirror, because it seems like what they're showing me is pay close attention to your valuables, like your bag or your purse or your phone. Because they're showing me that there is a potential for someone to just be deceptive and like take your phone or take your bag, or I'm not saying be paranoid, I'm saying be aware of your circumstances, because the mirror is showing me that you're aware of your circumstances and you stop a potential thief. So just watch out for that, okay? That's not going to be for everyone, so I just want you to be aware of it, but they're just showing it me very clearly in the water. I mean, you may even see, it may not even be directed towards you. Because there's a mirror there, you may actually see someone steal something behind you to someone else. So watch out for that, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. So house is coming up there as well. We've got nature. They actually want me to give you one more. And abundance. Well, I'm liking that they wanted to give you that one more, okay? We got nature, so getting out to nature calms your mind, okay, calms your spirits. We've also got the house, so either you're selling a house or a house that you want to buy becomes available and affordable, okay? So there's something here about the house, the home space. It showed up right at the beginning of your reading. And it's number 17, which is a wish come true. And we've got abundance, the Magician card, number 1 energy. So this is you attracting abundance. So some of you may be going through contracts or dealing with a lot of paperwork this month. If you're selling property or going into real estate, perhaps that's your side hustle. So let us see what's going on there. I mean, look at that. I just literally opened the picture. I went to look for your cards. And the first one is the mirror. There's something about a mirror, okay? I mean, you can't write this stuff. There's something about mirror that's important. You know, I almost want to read this. The The universe wants you to focus on the energy and the emotions you're sending out. It's a gentle reminder that you need to pay attention to your thoughts as they are manifesting and returning to you. The mirror can reflect the consequences of both positive and negative actions. See, there's something about seeing in a mirror and negative actions as well. I mean, it could even be that you're at work and you see him in a mirror, like a colleague like says something behind your back or gives you a weird look behind your back or something like that. There's something about a mirror. Okay, so pay close attention to that. The universe would not make sure, or my guides would not make sure I literally opened this card by accident. There's no such thing as accidents, okay? So the mirror is important. I'm just seeing if there's anything here else is relevant. No, that's what they want me to give you. They said move on. So I'm going to nature, which is number 25. Okay, so you're being called to go outside and connect, not be a homebody all the time. You're being asked to leave the confines of your home, office, and step away from technology. It's a time to remember that beauty surrounds you in the great outdoors. You're constantly busy and at times can feel ungrounded and disconnected from the universe. So it's a gentle reminder to stop and go outside, be amongst nature. It's very positive, relax. It's a soothing experience for your soul, okay? To de-stress from the everyday busy life. Also for house, which is number 17, we've got your house is a safe haven. You are protected and loved. So that definitely came up in your reading. You've received this card. The universe wants you to know that you have stability and protection within your home space. This card can represent a number of different meanings. Focus on the explanation that resonates best for you. This can relate to family and feelings of security and safety and how settled you feel in your family home. Filling your house with love, light, and laughter will help lift the vibration of your home, making it a wonderful place to dwell in. You may hear of a separation or a divorce. We've already talked about that, or a relationship breakup. This card can also relate to your fears in losing your home or feeling you want to move or get away from your current situation. It can also relate to the sale or purchase of a new house, and it can mean that you are deciding to build, renovate, or move, or do a bit of DIY, or even declutter your home space. And finally, we've got abundance. Abundance is your natural state of being, manifesting it today. This is a card, a gentle reminder that you are in the state of mind, that you are an abundant spiritual being. You have the ability to manifest all the abundance you need in your life. It's extremely important that you focus on what you do have in your life already and not focus on what you do not have. Abundance can come in many forms, but it equates to having enough of whatever it is you desire in your life. Okay? The abundance you're attracting is limitless. So imagine in your mind's eye what you already have and what you need more of, okay? And then take care and rest, and the universe will take care of everything else. So I'm just going to get a trinket before we close. We've got angels are watching over you, okay? So you're definitely being guided. There's something about teapot. It reminds, the teapot shaped as a house, it either reminds you of somebody or something like that. That's what they're giving me. They're also giving me a song right now in the water. Wow, your reading is so full and alive of images and sounds. They're actually giving me a song at the same time as giving me an image. So I'll give you the song first. Let the sun shine, baby. Let the sun shine. Let it all go, baby. Let it all go. Okay, this is a very modern song. They're actually showing me a maze at the moment as well. A maze. I don't really know who sings that song, so they're showing me the maze. Maybe it's connected. I'm not really sure. I think I'm not quite getting it. But this song is relevant. It shows there's some good news. There's some sun. There's some energy. There's some success and warmth coming into your life. Okay, something positive. So if you know that song, listen out for it. It is a symbol of change in your life for the positive over the next 4 to 5 weeks, okay? I'm going to have to look it up because I don't know what that song is. And they're only giving me those lyrics. So I will leave that there. Also, they're showing me an image of a receipt. And on the receipt, there is numerical synchronicity. So something you purchase, it may, come to 1111 or 222 or 2020. So look out for numerical synchronicity. It means you are having alignment in your life. And finally, we've also got the fish. Okay, now the fish is about being in the flow, but also it can mean prosperity, abundance. I mean, if you, in the Lenormand deck, the fish is a sign and signal of abundance. So I feel like there is abundance headed your way because you are in the flow. You are finding balance. They want me to put it on the 9 of Pentacles. So it's definitely financial for you in the month of November into December. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Cancerians. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Cancerians. Love and light.